Deuteronomy. Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible. Deuteronomy was his 5th and last. Its message is, "You will receive blessings if you obey, but will be cursed if you do not obey." In Deuteronomy, Moses repeated the law that he had written 40 years earlier in the book of Exodus. This gives the book its name, since Deuteronomy means second law. This law was given to a totally new group of people. Only Moses, Joshua, and Caleb remained alive of the people God brought out of Egypt. Their children, a new generation, were ready to enter the promised land, the land of Canaan. It was important that they enter the promised land under the conditions given in the law. Moses knew he would die soon, so he gave the children of Israel his farewell speech. He told them, "Everything in your future depends on your obedience to God. Taking the promised land, your victory over your enemies, how much money you make, and your daily happiness depends upon your obedience to God's commands." Moses said, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord is God. You shall love the Lord with all your heart, and all your soul, and all your might. These words will be in your mind, and you will teach them often to your children. You will talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you travel along, and when you lie down and rise up. You people have been rebellious against God from the first day, making him angry. When God brings you into the promised land, you will be blessed as long as you follow him. He will bless you and your crops and your animals. But if you go after other gods, then God will punish you. He will remove you from your land and scatter you from one end of the earth to the other. Do not forget this." What does God ask of you? He wants you to respect him, to walk in all his ways, to love and serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, and to keep his commandments, which are for your good. Do not add to nor take away from these laws. Moses had spent the last 40 years of his life delivering the Israelites from slavery in Egypt and guiding them through all the struggles and dangers of their life in the wilderness. His work was now finished. He had given them a system of government from God, laws of freedom and unity, and rules for getting along with their neighbors. The whole system was based on a God of freedom who saved Israel from slavery rather than making them his slaves. Parents were to be honored, human life was valued, personal property was respected, and honesty and truthfulness was for everyone. Moses said, "You are about to cross the Jordan River to go in and take the land which God has given you, and you will own it and live in it. When you go into Canaan, you must not worship the false gods of those nations, nor should you practice witchcraft, nor sorcery, nor call up the dead. For all who do this are an abomination, unclean to God. When you harvest your crops, you are not to go back for a final picking. Leave that food for the widow and orphan to eat. You must not cheat when you buy and sell, and you must act justly." Moses said many more things to them. Then Moses went up to the top of Mount Nebo, opposite Jericho. There God showed him all the land, saying, "This is the land I promised to Abraham." Moses died there, and God buried him. Moses was 120 years old when he died, yet his eyes were not dim, and he was still strong. No prophet had ever been like Moses, whom God knew face to face. In Deuteronomy 19, God said that he would raise up a prophet from among them who was like Moses. They must listen to him, for he would speak all that God commanded him.